One story that I feel like we do need to tell now that this guy is here, because I realized we haven't told this on the podcast. My possibly favorite show of all time is fucking Super Happy Funland. And I realized you were there for that.
Do you remember Super Happy Funland?
Oh my God. So this was
Name rings a bell.
Where in...
It was in Houston.
Houston, Texas.
Oh my God. Yeah, dude. Yeah.
To this day...
Hands down the worst gig I've ever played.
That was like a fever dream.
Dude, it was insane. To this day, when Brian and I have a shitty gig...
I'm playing there next month. Okay.
To this day, Brian and I will, if we have a shitty gig, Brian and I will look at each other and he'll be like, could be Super Happy Funland. Dude, so we went to... This is... I feel like this story needs to be told on this fucking show.
And I want to tell my perspective of it afterwards too.
So we get to... We're doing a tour. This is like right after... You had moved to Nashville, and you were coming on with it. It was like 4 of us. And
Dude, I wanted to go to South by. I was like, get me in the car. I'll fucking
do whatever.
I'll be the I don't know. I'll do something random to get there.
So we're driving to, we're like touring Texas for a couple weeks. We're going out to play South by. And one of our stops along the way is Houston. And we've got a gig at this place called Super Happy Funland. And we get there, and, you know, our gig's at whatever, 7, 8 o'clock. We get there in the middle of the afternoon just to kind of show up to be like, let's check out the venue before we go, like, you know, get something to eat or whatever. We pull into the parking lot. It's like this, you know, abandoned warehouse. There's like one homeless guy kind of like wandering around yelling. And we get out of the car, and I look down, and I grab something off the ground, like, Brian, hold out your hand. And I drop 2 9mm shells into Brian's hand, and we're like, okay, this is where we're at. All right, let's go.
People carry here. It's a good
neighborhood. and so, you know, eventually the homeless guy starts yelling at us enough that we're like, okay, let's get the fuck out of here and like go get something to eat. So we come back later to load in, and it's like one guy at the venue who's, you know, he's doing everything. He's running sound. He's the door guy. He's helping us load in, right? And we're supposed to do the bill with, it's us and there's one other person on our booking, Ian Archer, who's still out here, I think, actually, a songwriter out here. She's on the bill. And then there's 2 like local Houston acts that are supposed to be on the bill. And neither of them are there. So she shows up, and we start just like loading in, you know, and we walk into this fucking building. It was like something out of a fucking fever dream. It is lined.
It looked like a serial killer's basement.
Dude,
and the place was disgusting.
Massive, just too. Freaking full of
absolutely
crazy,
filthy. And then it was covered in like dolls.
Yeah, and like circus shit.
A bunch of creepy shit.
And do you remember the freaking the fellow that was like serving up chili or some shit in from like a crock pot in the corner?
Oh my God, this is the crazy. Oh my God, I will never fucking forget. This is why I love being a musician, because of stupid shit like this. So we set up, and we literally played rock, paper, scissors to see who would play first to get out of there.
Oh yeah.
And so I think we go on first. We play. At some point during our 5-minute set. And we're playing to literally no one. Like no one is in there. Right?
Yeah.
And besides the other band
And at some point the other band walks in. There's like 5 people walking. We're like, oh shit, hell yeah. And then we realize it's the other band. Yeah. And at some point we're playing on stage, and then a rat the size of my fucking arm runs across the stage.
There were like
oh my God,
cockroaches all over the place.
Fucking hanging outside like, God damn.
Just like zoning out.
I don't remember your show, buddy.
Oh my God.
I don't think I was even in there.
So we pack up and leave as soon as we're done. And I will never forget. You told me as soon as we left, the other band shows up, and apparently they're talking to the guy who runs the place, and they're like, we don't have anywhere to stay tonight, because we're just trying to get out of there. We're like, we are leaving. We're going to wherever the hell we were staying that night. And they're like, I have no recollection. And this was like probably 6-7 years ago. And the guys are like, yeah, we don't have a place to stay tonight. Like, can we crash here? And the guy running the spot's like, oh yeah, no worries, guys. And you tell me, he's like, yeah, like, I've got a big pot of chili and you guys want something.
He offered us some, and I'm like, yeah, no, dude, we're good.
Nah, dude, that shit been brewing for about a couple days.
Oh my God.
But it could always that place was filthy. Yeah. I just remember cockroaches all over the place. It was in Houston.
Oh, good Lord.
God.
Yeah. Well, it blows my mind that a place like that, like, how is that place in business?
It reminded me of like my punk drumming days. That was some shit. I was like, oh, I know where we're. Immediately pull up. Oh, yep.
I've played some like shitty rundown venues, but like that one topped it all by far.
If I die of asbestos poisoning, I know what to blame it on.
What was crazy about that too? I feel like they had told or like kind of said mercurially in a weird way, like, yeah, this is like an official South by Southwest kind of stop. Like everybody's coming here. So like, I think I was going into a thing like, oh, it's like some routed gig to South by. Cool. There's going to be a bunch of people with lanyards on and shit, but no, it wasn't. And I just wandered around this place. It was like a picker's dream. Well, maybe not. Maybe like a crackhead's dream. But there was all sorts of stuff there. It was nuts. It's called Super Happy Fun Time fucking
I wonder if it still exists.
I Googled it a couple of years ago because I was regaling my bandmates of the story and, and it was still around then, so
I think I'd
get a gig. I'd fucking play there.
I'd go back. Let's go. You know what? Super Happy Funland.
I'm never going back.
We're coming back. We'll hit you up. We'll find some dates that work. We'll make it happen.
Do the podcast live at Super Happy Funland.
It was a good hang. I had my camera. I was getting into film camera stuff there, and I was taking some photos. Hey, man.
It is what it is.
That was one of those gigs where afterwards I was just kind of like, "What the fuck am I doing with my life? Should I pick something else?"
You guys need like a Jamie from Joe Rogan equivalent here. I'm like, hey, pull up fucking Super Happy Fun Time.
That's what we usually have Alexa do.
Eventually, we want to.
Hey, Alexa.
When we started doing this, they had an Alexa plugged into the house. I don't know why they didn't change the fucking name, but we would be talking, and then inevitably we'd start talking to Alexa, and every time we would, the Alexa in the house would turn on.
It was a problem.
It was a big we got rid of that bitch. We had to just like throw it away. It was, man.
Do you like finding new artists to listen to? Because our channel is perfect for that. We interview people around the Nashville music scene, and we have them do live performances on our channel. You can find it right there. Click on that shit and go subscribe.